guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to another FIFA 17 career mode video, but this isn't just any old career mode video. On top of playing around and having a little bit of fun in career mode, we're also today going to be answering a question that has been asked for, I would imagine, decades now. What would happen if Celtic were included into the Premier League? It's an age-old question that from time to time keeps on popping up. Are Celtic, are Rangers and other Scottish clubs going to find their way into the Premier League at some point? Because by the time this video goes out, there's a very, very good chance that Celtic have probably already wrapped up the Scottish Premiership. They have somehow managed to only drop like 2, 3 or 4 points all season long. It's insane. But just because they are dominating Scottish football so much, does that mean that they have a shot in the Premier League? Well, thanks to the hardworking men and women at EA Sports, we are about to use an extremely accurate and incredibly advanced football predicting piece of software to predict whether or not Celtic could do well in the Premier League. That software, ladies and gentlemen, is FIFA 17, and the program is career mode. So then, I'm going to put Celtic into the Premier League right now, and in order for that to work, I have to take one club out. So I'm probably just going to pick one of the smaller clubs, one of the clubs that no one really cares about, one of the clubs that no one's really going to miss, and so yeah, Sunderland, see you later. So here we go then, Celtic in the Premier League. Now, what am I going to do first up for this video? Well, let me answer that question with nothing. All I'm going to do is simulate an entire season with the team that we currently have right now. We are going to see if Celtic are going to be able to either do damage in the Premier League, maybe finish mid-table, or potentially get relegated. Brendan Rodgers came out and said that Celtic could easily finish in the top 6 in the Premier League a couple of months ago, so let's find out if he's right. Then again, I know it's going to be tough to take the word of a man that couldn't win the Premier League with Liverpool, but yeah. Actually, you know what, that's probably a bit harsh, because fucking who's going to win the Premier League with Liverpool? Anyway then, we've started the simulation. I'm literally just going to kick back, wait 5 or 10 minutes, and we will see how Celtic do in the Premier League. This is taking ages. Alright, well, we're up to April now. I still have no idea how well they're doing. I mean, all I know is that they've been knocked out of both cup competitions relatively early, so that might not bode well for them. Put in the comment section right now, where do you think Celtic are going to finish in this simulation? Actually, as a matter of fact, let me know in the comments down below where you think Celtic would finish, period, if they were in the Premier League. I'm genuinely interested to know. I mean, Brendan Rodgers thinks they can finish in the top 6. I think they're probably ending up in the bottom 6 based off of this. And so that is that then. We are done with the simulation. The entire season is finished. Now let's find out where they finished in the table. All right, let's just back out of this really quickly. I do not know where they finished. I still haven't seen the table. What about now? All right then. So it would appear as though FIFA 17 doesn't rate Celtic very highly in the Premier League then. They have finished on the bottom 20th position with 30 points from 38 games. Jesus Christ, they're not even the best team outside of England. Freaking Swansea City ended up finishing with more points. They still got relegated, but at least 6 more points than Celtic did. I'm trying to spot who the stars were in this team, and I'm not seeing an awful lot of goals being scored. James Forrest has done it right here. Scott Sinclair's had a mare. Rogic. But at least Lee Griffiths popped up with 13 goals in the Premier League, 15 in total. But that's not bad. Oh my goodness me. This just does not look good. It does not look good at all. Celtic, what has happened? All right then. So according to FIFA 17, Celtic probably wouldn't fare too well in the Premier League, but I'm not done with them yet. I've reset the career mode. We're going to try this again. Only this time, I'm going to give them a bit of a kick up the arse, and I think a relatively realistic kick up the arse as well. What I think I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do a financial takeover of Celtic. I don't want to give them too much money, but let's be real here. Celtic are making a pretty decent amount of cash as is in the Scottish Premiership, but it's nothing like what they could be making if they were actually in the Premier League. They individually as a club would be way better off and be way more resourced if they were in the Premier League. And so let's give them a little bit of extra cash, and with that extra cash, I'm going to see if I can add to the squad. So let's do this then. I'm going to buy a level 10 financial takeover. I think that is probably the lowest that you can possibly get, but it's still probably going to be worth quite a fair bit of cash. And boom, redeeming the item. Let's do this. And there you go then. We've just added about $40 million, maybe even potentially more than that, added revenue into the budget. All right, here's what I've gone and done. Obviously, I've gone and added in that extra cash. Now, I've gone into my shortlist. I've found a couple of players. I've added them certain areas I want to strengthen for the upcoming Premier League season. I'm looking at getting a new left back. I'm looking at getting a new right midfielder. I'm looking at getting either one or maybe even 2 center midfielders. I'm also looking at getting some center attacking midfielders, and then of course another striker. I know we have Dembele, but he's not that highly rated. So here's what's up. I've advanced a little bit ahead. We now have information on pretty much everyone. I'm going to go for the left back first, then the right mid, then the center mids, then the center attacking mids, and then the striker. Basically, we're going to try to spend all the money that we have in this first window. So one of the left backs I'm going for is Grimaldo. I really hope I get this one because he's the guy that I want the most, but if not, we do have a backup. We have Jordan Amavi. I'll also throw some offers down for the right midfielders whilst I'm at it. I'm looking at signing Malcolm, Umar, and Pavon. They're 3 right mids, only need the 1, and I'll take either of them. All right, we've been putting in some work, and these are the signings I'm about to make. We've got Umar, the right midfielder, and Grimaldo playing at left back. I'm very happy with the left back selection. Umar, I would have liked to have gotten Malcolm. He was my number 1 choice. Umar and Pavon were probably tied, but I'm still happy to get him. So welcome into the team, 75 rated and only 21 years of age. He can definitely grow and get a lot higher rated, as can Grimaldo, even higher rated and even younger. So the team now looks a little bit better now, doesn't it? We have a slightly higher rated right midfielder. We've got that absolutely sensational left back in Grimaldo now, and I think I'm going to now go for potentially 2 centre midfielders, maybe 1 decently rated one, and then 1 really, really good rated centre mid, and then also a centre attacking midfielder. I love you, Tom Rogic, but I'm sorry. 72 rated, it's got to be a little bit more, it's got to be better. So as you can see here, we've got 4 centre midfielders that we're going for: Locatelli, Tielemans, we've got Pellegrini, Dani Ceballos, and the centre attacking midfielders, we've got Kovalenko, Lopez, and Amiri. I want 1 centre attacking midfielder, hopefully try to get 2 centre mids. I'm in the middle of trying to sign these centre mids and centre attacking midfielders, but I've just got this. Marcus Rashford transfer approach has been made. A bit of 16 million, and the player's only worth 13. So I could pick up Marcus Rashford for relatively cheap, not too much over his value. I think I might go for that. If we can steal him off of Spurs, then I would be very happy to do that. Let's go for 16.5 million. Hopefully that works. I'm not sure how realistic that is. Manchester United selling their top prospect in Marcus Rashford to Tottenham, but then again, what about this is realistic? Celtic bloody doing bits in the Premier League. We have another signing that we're about to make as well. We have Maxime Lopez, a little over his value, about $1 mil or so, but that's still a good signing there, I think. 74 rated, a little higher than Rogic, but a lot younger, can probably develop and grow a lot faster. And we actually have another contract offer accept. This time it's for Tielemans right there. It's 15 million, 4 over his value, 25 grand wages, nothing. I'm going to take that as well. Taking a fair chunk out of the transfer budget there, but still 1 more signing right before the first game of the season. So here's what we're working with at the moment then. Lopez is now centre attacking midfield, 74 rated, a bit higher than Rogic, not by too much. I would have liked to have got a little higher rated centre attacking midfielder, but it was proving pretty difficult. But we've also got Tielemans there. I'm looking to get 1 more centre mid as well. I'm working on 2 of them at the moment. And finally, we have the contract offer accepts for the 2 other players that I wanted to get, 1 more centre midfielder and a new striker. I was going to go in for a few strikers, but then I heard that Rashford apparently was a possibility of being bought after Spurs went for him. And now we've got both Rashford and a new centre-back in Dani Ceballos. Hope that's how you say his name. But anyway, Marcus Rashford joining Celtic. Who'd have thought it? Only in career mode, or who knows? You never know. Anything could happen. So we've pretty much used up almost all of the budget now. I mean, we might still have a little bit of cash to sign 1 other pretty decent player, but at the moment, it won't make too big a difference. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the team that we have at the moment. We have a brand new real midfield here. We've got Umar, Ceballos, and Tielemans at the midfield position or in centre mid positions. We have Lopez there. Rashford's now starting up front. That is crazy. A new quality left back as well. I could make more changes and more signings for sure if I wanted to. I might want to go for a new goalkeeper, someone a little higher rated, but again, with the cash that we have, we're probably just going to chill. I think we now have a little bit more of a better reflection of what a Celtic team could look like if they were included into the Premier League, had that little bit of extra cash, had that little bit more appeal to try to sign players as well. And who knows, they could maybe have a squad that's a little bit better than that as well. Now that we've beefed up the team a little bit, let's see how they go again. An entire Premier League season being simulated. Are they still going to get relegated, or are they going to finish in an actual pretty decent position? And alright then, ladies and gentlemen, second time hopefully is the charm for Celtic. We're not going for European football, where I'd love to finish in the top 10, but really, just please don't get relegated twice. That's all I beg. And nearly there, nearly finished with the last game. It's a tough one against Chelsea, and it's over. All right then, Celtic have finished and completed another Premier League season. All right, I haven't seen the table yet. Here we go. I quit. Nah, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? 18 points? I made the team better, and oh my God. So we had a financial takeover. I invested all of that money into new signings, into better players, and it in turn has resulted in the exact same league position, finishing fucking bottom, but actually having a worse season? You're having a fucking laugh, Celtic. What the fuck is going on here? I'm sorry, but how does that team get relegated, okay? Compared to the previous Celtic team, that is way better. It's a pretty solid Premier League squad. It's no world beaters. They're not challenging for Europe. They're probably just knocking on the door of the top 10 at least, not finishing fucking bottom with 18 goddamn points. You know what, mate? Fuck it. I can't be arsed. Celtic, just don't. Just don't. I know you're thinking about it, but just don't. It doesn't matter how hard you try to make it work, Celtic, you will never fit in the Premier League according to FIFA 17. I can't fucking believe that. That is actually a joke. Oh, fuck me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll be sure to come out with way more career mode videos and way more other cool stuff in the future. If you're a Celtic fan or just interested in maybe potentially seeing Celtic in the Premier League one day, let me know in the comments down below if you think they should join. If they were, where do you think they'd finish? Do you think they'd finish rock fucking bottom like they have in this simulation? I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. Or maybe not. But until next time, guys, my name is MasterBucks. You can click on this video here if you want to watch another one of my stuff. And again, more videos coming out very, very soon. So until next time, my name is the MasterBucks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.